Stream of consciousness. Let it fly. It is what it is. Fuck YouTube. Free thought. Maybe talking some truth, maybe talking some shit. Opinions that matter, opinions that don't even fucking matter. Well, there's only one way to sum this up. This YouTube channel, it's whatever. And that's the way I like it. Don't be scared. Just fucking build. I got a question that's probably going to annoy some of you guys, but I just want to know, how many of y'all are still getting boosters for COVID-19? Honestly, I know somebody, she went to her doctor, and the doctor said he wasn't getting boosters anymore. I mean, seriously, if you're a patient and your doctor says that shit, that's kind of got to shake you right to your core when you think about it. You know what I mean? But listen, let's be honest. You were fooled. You were fooled. And I mean, listen, all of us are ignorant until we know better. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just because there was an old bastard on TV telling you, in order for you to possibly survive, you have to get the first shot followed by the booster. And the next booster will get you ready for the third and fourth booster. Where the fuck is he at? You know, like I said, it's okay. Everyone is ignorant until you know better. There are a lot of Americans who are no longer getting the booster for COVID-19 because they've realized that it's not a death sentence to most people. You understand? Now, this was made very evident in 2020, in 2021, very evident. Because if it was as dangerous as the news was making it out to be, then out of the 330 million Americans, it probably would have killed about 280 million people if it was as dangerous as the news was saying that it was. Listen, don't get me wrong. I know people, they are dead and they died during COVID. However, there were a lot of factors involved with their death. First of all, they couldn't get proper hospital care because a lot of you crazy dumbasses were flooding the hospitals to where regular people that had respiratory issues, which is what COVID is, they couldn't get proper treatment. So we all need to breathe, folks. When you can't breathe or you're having palpitations because you can't breathe, you better ask an asthmatic. That shit is life or death if you can't get the proper treatment when you have a hard time breathing. No, the fact of the matter is a lot of Americans help to kill each other. You overflooded the hospitals. And the reason you did this is because you were hit with a media fear campaign. And instead of turning off your fucking phones, which was the source, no, you kept watching that shit. Kept watching it. I'm going to keep saying this. Everyone is ignorant until we know better. So what I'm asking everyone that got the COVID vaccine as well as the boosters, did you learn anything? Every adverse situation gives you a chance to learn about yourself. Look how you were acting in 2020. Look at that shit. Don't give yourself a pass. You did this shit. So look at it and judge yourself accordingly. So, do you see yourself as a coward? Do you see yourself as a brave person? Do you see yourself as a patriot? What do you see yourself as when you look back at 2020 and how you reacted to COVID-19 and the fear campaign that was generated? How do you see yourself now in the year 2023? Do you know better? Do you know better? I ask these questions because I live here in America with the rest of you people. So if you see yourself as somebody that's willing to do anything, the next time a disease comes around, you're willing to stay locked down in your house, completely listen to what you're being told. Don't do anything. Don't do anything until you are given the A-OK. Then I need to know that you're that kind of person. If you see yourself as a patriot, like, oh man, you know what? Fuck this. This is America's the land of the free, home of the brave. I need to know you're like that too. I need to know who I'm surrounded with because the events of the last few years, they showed me a lot about the country that I live in. And I'm gonna tell you something, and we're gonna be 100% honest here. A lot of you people did not take the time to truly learn about the problem that we were facing. And that cost us billions of dollars. That cost us so many businesses being shut down. That cost us so many children that did not have a chance to be around other children and socialize and develop correctly. That cost us our humanity. because we were sequestered. We were made to do something that we didn't have to really do. That's some slave shit. That's some slave shit. Remember, you're not a slave because we were put here to be much more than that. But we couldn't see it because our minds were trapped. People, I need you to look back on 2020 and look at your actions. You need to shake your fucking heads and say never again. As the Jewish community likes to say, I'm dead serious. The only disease, and there are so many, but the only disease that was worth the actions of 2020 was the bubonic plague. Easy, 100%. But that's not what it was. The next disease that comes, research. Turn the news off your phones, okay? And research. And I mean, find every bit of information because Google will tell you whatever you want it to tell you. No. You're going to have to do deep dives, just like a lot of us did. Do the necessary groundwork. Because all of us that tried to tell America that this disease was not as hardcore as the news was making it out to be, remember, YouTube censored people like us. The news censored well-known doctors, people with fucking degrees that I do not even have, nor would I be willing to put the time in to achieve. They shut those people down. Does that sound like the land of the free? I told you, 2020, folks. You need to look back and look at your actions, and you need to shake your fucking heads and say never again, because this country is worse off due to what happened in 2020. It's really fucking serious. And you can say what you want about Donald Trump. He was the president at that time, but the very first thing that he said was, this shit is like the flu. Get the fuck out of here. We can get through this shit. Just like we got through the swine flu, the bird flu, West Nile, Zika, sheesh. I feel like I'm missing at least 3 more. Do you understand, folks? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, YouTube is still doing its thing. YouTube still censors voices like mine. That's fine. That's why I have my own website, folks. Check it out, youre.free.com. That's why they want to control the internet, folks. They control YouTube and all that other shit, but the internet is still free. They want it to be like China. They want to control exactly what everyone sees. And if you keep responding to crises the way you responded in 2020, then America will no longer be the land of the free. And it definitely will not be the home of the brave, because you motherfuckers will be a whole bunch of fucking cowards. And to be quite honest, I don't have anything in common with cowards. I really don't. You disgust me. I'd rather anybody respond to a situation despite the fear that they feel. But I have zero tolerance for cowards, because if you run, the monster is just gonna get you. And when the monster finally has you at its mercy, a coward is going to be willing to do anything that monster requests in order to live another day for his or her own life. Fuck everybody else's. I just want to live. The events of 2020 showed me that there are an inordinate amount of cowards in the United States of America. It's not sad. It's the reality. So I'm gonna ask you again, how many of you motherfuckers out there still taking those boosters? Hey, if you guys made it to the end of that video, listen, I'm giving away free copies of my new graphic novel, Isis Omega. Drop me an email at tyr free92973@gmail. Provide a name and an address and I'll send you out a copy. You can also purchase the book on my website at tyr.free.com for desktop and laptop only, and tyrmobile.com for cell phones only. People, your support means the world. Think about that, because that's the truth, and it doesn't just apply to me. Peace.